Hello, I'm Sheri, and if you've been following my channel, you've seen me read some of my book, From Sabotage to Success, and I'll be doing that again today. I also have a couple of guests with me today. My new roller skates. Ah, yes. Brand new roller skates. And I bet you're wondering, what does that have to do with your book, From Sabotage to Success? And you know, I can understand why you would have that question, but I'm going to tie a couple of things in together all at once in this video, and I hope that by the time I'm done, you'll understand the correlation. So we've been talking about sabotage, and we've been talking about how it has to do with your beliefs. And in a previous video, I mentioned a book, The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk. Okay? And The Body Keeps the Score ties in with From Sabotage to Success, because I also said in a previous video how self-sabotage and trauma tie in with each other. And how sometimes we don't even know what our negative beliefs are because we are consumed with a feeling in our body, and that gets our attention before the thoughts. And a lot of us aren't used to paying attention to our thoughts. Well, activities like roller skating, getting out and being active, allows us to get into our body in a different way and to get out of our mind in a different way. And for me, one of the things that really helped me was roller skating. Years and years of roller skating. When I was away from roller skating, I was anxious, uptight, annoyed, frazzled, overwhelmed. But when I get out and go skating, all of that goes away for a little while. In the beginning, I just enjoyed the contrast between the two things, and I wanted to skate as much as I possibly could. But the truth is, there's only so much skating you can do, and you just can't do it all day, every day. So after a while, I started to tie these things together. Okay, so I feel better when I'm skating, and then when I'm not skating, all this stuff comes back. How can I be a little bit more conscious with it? And then I started a journey which would probably have to go in a new book, really, because it's a lot. But it's a form of awareness, it's a form of presence, and it's a form of getting a break from those thoughts that could lead to self-sabotage. So it might not be roller skating for you, but it might be something else. And so keep that in mind. Again, I highly recommend the book by Dr. Bessel van der Kolk. In fact, I have it here. And this helps me to tie in what I want to talk about in From Sabotage to Success. It's about imagination. I want to read you a portion of the book right here on imagination and how that is going to then lead me into talking about visualization. So hang in there with me. I think all this stuff is going to tie together for you. And even if it doesn't immediately, my hope with these short videos is not to necessarily explain everything, but more to just give you those tidbits to you put in your own mind, and then it takes on a life of its own after you watch the video. So here's from Bessel van der Kolk's book, The Body Keeps the Score. Imagination is absolutely critical to the quality of our lives. Our imagination enables us to leave our routine, everyday existence by fantasizing about travel, food, sex, falling in love, or having the last word. All the things that make life interesting. Imagination gives us the opportunity to envision new possibilities. It is an essential launch pad for making our hopes come true. It fires our creativity, relieves our boredom, alleviates our pain, enhances our pleasure, and enriches our most intimate relationships. When people are compulsively and constantly pulled back into the past, to the last time they felt intense involvement and deep emotions, they suffer from a failure of imagination, a loss of the mental flexibility. Without imagination, there is no hope, no chance to envision a better future, no place to go, no goal to reach. So this ties in with what I want to talk about, which is visualization. And if you're on my YouTube channel, you might see the banner there that says Vigor, V-I-G-O-R, and the V stands for visualize. It's something that I wrote about in my book, a chapter that was called See It, Believe It, Make It Real. Imagination and visualization is a part of that journey of moving from sabotage to success. When we've been sabotaged, when we've been traumatized, when we're living in the world of self-sabotage, we're constantly creating with our own mind, and we're often just creating and recreating all of those bad memories and bad thoughts about ourselves. So when we use visualization and when we use our imagination, we're taking charge instead of being a victim. We're choosing what to put in there. And then through a conscious and repetitive choice, we can begin to create a different reality for ourselves than the one that we're used to. So now I'm going to read from page 106 of From Sabotage to Success. It's called Creative Daydreaming. We all daydream. Sometimes we imagine the ideal wedding ceremony, or we imagine going to our high school reunion and showing off our success. Sometimes we imagine a perfect Hawaiian vacation, or what we'd do if we won the lottery. These daydreams are fun and for the most part harmless. Other times we have less pleasant daydreams, such as being robbed or getting into a car accident. Again, these can be harmless depending on the degree to which we let them run our lives. They are fantasy, not necessarily based on our own real-life experiences. The third type of daydreaming isn't usually referred to as such. This is our negative rehearsal session. This is when the day before a test we practice failing by telling ourselves, "I'll never pass that test. I should have studied more." Maybe we can actually imagine ourselves sitting at our desk, looking at the test and freezing up, not knowing any of the answers. Another example is practicing failure at a job interview or a first date or a presentation that we're scheduled to handle. When we daydream failure, we are engaging in negative self-talk and negative self-imaging. Affirmations can be a great help to us at this time, but creative daydreaming can help us even more. Creative daydreaming is a tool you can use to visualize yourself as a successful person. It can help keep your focus on your desired end result. Instead of mentally practicing failure prior to attempting a difficult and unfamiliar task, you can take time to quiet yourself, close your eyes, and imagine total success. In creative daydreaming, you can imagine a well-received speech, a compatible date, or a stress-free exam in full, rich, vivid detail, thereby gearing up your mind and body for success instead of failure. There are two ways to use creative daydreaming. The first is structured daydreaming, during which you set aside some quiet time by yourself and close your eyes. Take in 2 or 3 deep breaths and let your thoughts become less frantic. Once you've calmed down a bit, imagine a time when you were totally successful. Relax completely and try to imagine what success felt like to you. How were you carrying yourself? What was the weather like? What were you wearing? Who else was with you? What did your surroundings look like, smell like, sound like? Next, think about a goal you would like to attain. Imagine in vivid detail that you have achieved your goal and you feel great. Mentally practice success and the rewards that come with it. Focus your mental energy on total success for several minutes. After you open your eyes, carry that feeling of success with you into the rest of your day. You can also use creative daydreaming anytime during the day. When you find yourself focusing on negative daydreams and imagining tragic outcomes, stop yourself immediately and replace the daydream with a positive outcome. The subconscious mind loves exaggeration, so go ahead and vividly imagine success. Take your daydream from tragedy to triumph. Use creative daydreaming to imagine a situation turning out as you wish. Focus on what it will be like to be in a healthy relationship or have a career you love. Focus on how good it feels to live in a clutter-free environment, accomplish goals, and improve self-esteem. Creative daydreaming can help you keep sight of your purpose. So that's all I'm going to read for today, and I'm going to show you another way that this ties into me having my roller skates with me today. These are brand new, okay? They're not going to be brand new for long, so I want to have a record of them. But here's the deal. You go roller skating, and what's one of the things that they tell you when you go roller skating? Keep your eyes on where you want to go. If you look down at the ground while you're roller skating, you're probably going to fall. In roller derby, they told us to keep our eyes pretty much at the other side of the track. So we were just already putting our eyes where we're going to go, not even really thinking or obsessing or focusing on what was between us and that spot that we were looking at. The majority of the time, we ended up exactly where we planned to end up. So keep your eyes on where you want to go. Don't look down and don't look back. So that's my roller skating / visualization imagination tie-in for today. And I will be back again. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and tell me how this is going for you as you listen to this and try it out. Bye for now.